Scorpio, kia ora koutou katoa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel and left me a comment or a thumbs up. And that's really awesome. I appreciate your support. And I just want to invite those of you who haven't subscribed to my channel to that now during the video or after the video. That would be really cool. So this is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and or Venus. So if your sign Scorpio falls under either one of those signs for you, welcome, welcome, welcome as well. So what am I saying as well for? Because it's like, well, anyway, I'm just kind of, there's something all muddled up. So I'm just kind of like, what am I feeling like? For some reason, and I know it's not just me, there's this energy when I started doing the video, just feeling like a little bit all over the place. But I'm feeling like, and it's in a good way, but it's like there's something exciting happening, and it's like there's a lot of fun energy that's moving around. So, and it's like, and having fun. So the energy for you feels like it's like something is shifting at the moment into something a little bit, I wouldn't say a little bit more serious, but it's like in the energy, but it's like there's a combination of both where you're finding like the shadow side and the light side and you're blending it together, and it's like, okay, I can move through. And this is where that feeling of this energy is coming from. It's like there's an acceptance of both sides of yourself, basically, okay? And because you've allowed yourself to go there to actually visit some things about, about yourself and how you respond or react to others, or this event or that event, or different situations and sort of things. Not everyone's every event in that, but I feel like there's something that's come up with probably this last month, maybe this last week, and you may have been like super processing something, and it's come up and you're like made something, and something has clicked, or you made something click by the fact that you've, done something to commit to yourself in processing something that one didn't want to come out of my fingers, so I'm going to take that one, and that sort of thing. So yeah, and for some reason, and it's lifting your energy. So whatever you've been doing last month, this month is kind of like it's in a way you've been prepping for something, but it's coming, I don't know, you see the light with it, or you're seeing lighter with your energy. So that's really awesome. And a lot of us are, even with everything, are shifting through things and moving things. So it's like, just this is about, working with ourselves and, shining a lot more light and expanding our energy out with love, peace, harmony, joy, excitement and adventure, but also and with prosperity and abundance as well. So when we're thinking in a similar-ish way, or like in that sort of way, and being in that gratitude space, things start to like unfold within us, but also without of us as well. So this first card out is curiosity. So start a project related to something you're curious about. So there could be, this is something open, you might have already started it, so this is maybe confirming that for you. But if you haven't and you've got the idea, it's like, okay, let's do this, so there's that sort of energy, and I'm feeling more ready for it now. Exercise has helped too, or will help. So exercise, run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness, because it's all those endorphins and things, and your blood's pumping a lot better, and you're clearing your mind because you're centering and focusing yourself on what your body's doing, so you don't fall the frack over, and that sort of thing, So it's like bringing you and brings us into that moment of and listening to our body. And that sort of thing, and listening, being mindful about where we're stepping, how we're walking, why this is achy, because we need to work on the way we're walking. Am I holding in my tummy? Am I working on my core? And that sort of thing. What shoes am I wearing? Are they the correct sort of shoes? Etc., etc., etc. Whatever it is, I feel like there's these things here, but getting out, it's getting moving and getting your mind and your brain, your body thinking and feeling and doing and excited, basically. So anyway, and it does, it just happened to be like this weekend. We're gone into, daylight savings here in New Zealand. So that probably helps as well, lift the energy. So that one can go there. There we go. Where we go here? So then we have this. What do I get up to? Finish what you've started. So there's something here that you've started, something important. Now it's time to complete it. This card has come up in the last read as well. Listen to your true feelings. Don't let others talk you into doing something that you know is wrong. Especially if it's wrong, for you, especially because it's, you're the one that's going to be, feeling like, not honoring yourself, etc. When you share, this is share. When you share, everyone feels happy. So there's something about obviously sharing something there, and I feel like it's clearing the air, but also just sharing in general. Okay, cool. And we'll just see what else is coming out here with this deck of cards to help bring a little bit more light to the subject. Shed a little bit light. We're going to go that way. Cool. So anyway, the Seven of Cups here, curiosity. There's something about starting a project relating to something that you're curious about. And this one here, the Seven of Cups is about dreams. Okay, so moving to that which you want. So there may be some dreams that you've been, or something that you've put out for, that might have been a fantasy way back then, and it's like now you may think, actually, this could be more real than what I think, or what I thought. And so there's something, more coming together for you there. And look, this is about going for your dreams, whatever, and making them happen, not forcing them as per se, but, making them happen by taking action and taking, small steps or big steps, depending on where you're at with your business or with your frame of mind, the frame of mind where you think. But it's just taking the next steps, like I say, to bringing it into fruition and, that sort of thing. But I'm hearing like with this exercise here, so it's kind of like, I feel like the exercise kind of like helps like shift you out of a mindset or out of and making a commitment to yourself and getting moving or increasing, what you're doing for you. And maybe it's been minimal over this winter period here in New Zealand, and it's starting to you realize, actually, no, I need to get back in, and I'm all ready to do that now. So using that. So there's something here with that, with the death card here, like you're in transition of, even like with this dreams here, is like moving something for you that you've dreamed about as well. So there's something in transition there, which the exercise will help. So maybe you're breaking a cycle with that, even with yourself. So, and I get that. So I've parked myself up for a little bit there, and and like with a lot of us, and and it's time now to like increase that for me as well. So and that energy has been built up over the last 3-4 weeks. So until now, and now it's more sunnier, more brighter, and it's a bit cooler though, but it's just the energy has shifted as well for me as well. So, and putting more time and effort into that. So there could be something there that's a similar sort of feeling with you, but there's also something that else as well with these dreams. It's like you can see more now how you can implement them, and you can roll with it and run with it, walk with it or whatever, and share it with others, and or bring in different people. So I feel like for some of you, the project may be an add-on to an extension of what you're already doing, whether it's a business, a career, or some sort of project that you're working on with yourself. It could be around to do with exercise. It may be that you're joining a group. It could be something new, like you're looking at this project. It could be an art project, or something along the lines of that even. But I don't know, something is shifting anyway with the death card area, and there's a transition of now that you've like this curiosity of like making something happen or working on your dreams, or the next a dream that you've put aside for a bit, or could be a brand new dream that you think, okay, I wanted to do that, and it's like ready to go, but something is moving there. So because one, I'm hearing that you've allowed yourself to do that, and you're listening to your intuition basically. Okay, finish what you've started. You've started something important, and now it's time to complete it. So you may be a little bit, a little bit hammer and tongs about that, and beating yourself up about that too, because this is in reverse, and maybe the time that you've, the Five of Wands is usually about some sort of struggle and frustration with something, but I feel like you may have been in that, this is in reverse, but I feel like this is turning it around. You're moving, you figured out what it is, and you're moving through that, or you're moving past it. And it's like with this transition here has brought that something to light that actually I know now. So some of you may be like, okay, I need to, like you're more ready to do that. Even as you're moving with this project, and it may be that, okay, I see that and I will finish this off now and then continue with this. So it's, there's something, depending on where you are with that, but I do feel like, there's something that you're more, for some of you, you're more accepting of that. And it's like, okay, I'm just gonna, I'm ready to do, like, sort that. I'm gonna turn that around though, because, there is with this one here, even though there is some struggle and frustration with some sort of movement or action, because that's what it could have been, that, you're still going to like, it's like addressing it, okay? And like and sorting it, because I feel like the struggle and frustration with the action, and that could have been, a few things. There could have been financial, it could have been because of, what's been happening around in the world at the moment, and it could be, it could be more in your mindset as well. But I do feel like a lot of it, and a good portion of it is, is a combination of all that. But it's like the mindset as well, and like, but something is shifting now in this case. Something is shifting, so it's like, okay, there's this an acceptance with it. So I'm going to turn this around in the sense to keep that momentum going, okay. But there's a sense of acknowledging it with it being in reverse. Okay, cool. So anyway, listen to your true feelings. So don't let others talk you into doing something that you don't want to do. So there may be something there that, which is partially, that you may come up against with, with completing this. And people may be saying, you need to do that before that, or something, but there's something happening where I feel like for some of you, it's like, you're able to blend the both of them in together. But it's like, this is about you totally doing, listening to your true feelings, not necessarily to what other people think, and, and about how you should do it. This is what I was going to say should before, but it was a could, but this is how you should do it. So it really is about you. So the 9 of Pentacles here is like this, is something is coming together. I feel like you're starting to see something, come together in the sense that, and there's that sense of contentment of where you are with how you make your decision, and as you move forward. And it's like there's a sense of success in a way that you've got everything, you know what you need to do, and you've seen from where you've come from where you've been to where you are now, and the work that you've put into it to bring things together, that actually whatever it is, you've been listening to your truth. And when you listen to your truth, it's like, okay, I get that, but it's like, but you're going to make the decision in the way that you need to make it, and without any, and I'm not hearing a lot of emotion there. There's a sense of, you're feeling that, but there's a sense of, things coming together, and you're seeing how they're coming together, basically, because you've been listening to your true feelings. Is that, and they just keep going back to that, basically. And sharing, I feel like this has got, sharing, with this card here is like sharing how you did it, sharing what's come up for you, sharing, I'm hearing like even some things to do with the spoils of your learnings, the spoils of your journey, the spoils of your, your accumulation of wealth, and not just the financial side, but also, the knowledge and the wisdom. And they're talking about the journey, basically, but also they're talking about the energy side. So how much energy you put into things as well. And you may be, quite happy to help somebody else out in some way. But the king here is talking about, and coming in here in line with this card, is like, it's like, and he's more content in the sense that he's more knowing of and calm in his emotions and settled, because he's more intuitively or in tune with himself, basically, and where he's come from to where he's where I keep saying where he's come from to where he's been, from where he's been to where he's come to in his life. And and he's sitting there like quite relaxed, calm and knowing in who he is and in himself, and ready to take that next move. That is obviously you, Scorpio. So it's something to, and it's like, and I'm just feeling like it's not like you. There's something you've grown and you've learned from all this. Especially something that's been happening around in the last 3-4 months. Some of you might be at 6. 7 months and maybe a year or two ago. It's like whatever has been happening with you and your circle and your circle, but in your life, it's like you're like starting to like understand something, and like even though there was some probably, you know, there was something like a broken dream here or something where you thought was not going to happen, but it did, you know, you're able to pick it up again and complete that, so you can move into this or amalgamate it. It's kind of, it's really, really cool. And it could be to do with your work, your career, your business, or a you know, or a relationship, whether it be a romantic one or whether it be something to do with the family. You know, it's and also, you know, obviously this is about yourself as well, and the growth and the potential that you see within yourself to, you know, to grow and make things happen, and to grow things yourself. Be beautiful, awesome. I'm just going to see, now we're going to see, you know, what else is coming up with these cards to, you know, maybe, you know, this is kind of, you know, where, what is happening, what, and where they, where it is heading, basically. Oh, shit. Okay. We don't want all those. I'm just going to pick up all these cards. So there's obviously a lot of energy that's going on, and there's a lot that Spirit want to say. But you know what? It's like I am not going to go there with all these cards. So we're going to like just, I'm just going to pop these away. And I'm having a feeling that actually I'll use these cards here. More so let me just sit back a bit and straighten myself up. So there could be a moment where there's a whole lot of things that fly out at you, and on saying that, they're just bringing my attention to that, and you may have a lot of things like come up to like view or look at. So and it's just like having a look at it, viewing it, and putting back, making a decision, like listening to your true feelings as to what fits and what does not fit for you. Okay, something's just come flying out there. And I missed that, the 4 of Cups. So yeah, okay, so this is about you here, this curiosity in the 7 of Cups. So you might have gone into this space. I think that came up before about, you know, the 4 of Cups is like seeing past, you know, what is like here right now, and moving your space, you know, like seeing what is actually in the corner of your eye, because there's something bigger there. That like all those other cups there are smaller, but there's a bigger one there. But it's like looking up and seeing, you know, what there's something that you're not seeing that is actually quite abundant and quite fruitful. So not getting buried in your emotions, okay? Not letting your emotions get in the way of allowing, of, you know, not seeing or not going for your dreams, basically, and looking, you know, going for the dream, you know, or making that dream happen and thinking about that dream and, you know, believing in that dream, that actually this, you know, being more curious about how it's going to go, how it can work out for you in a positive way, rather than looking at what could go wrong. Look at what could go right, basically. In the exercise thing, we'll see what happens here, what comes out here. Where we got here? Okay, where we got here for Scorpio, and we're going to do it this way. There's a few cards coming out. I just want one. Yep, okay, we're going to take that one. The Magician there. See, this is about making, you know, this is about making your magic, basically. The Death card is here. That's taking you through a transition to opening up, you're allowing yourself to, like, you know, go for what it is that you do want. There's exercise there. The exercise will help, and that, like, you know, as you're going through that transition, you know, and to relax, but also release, you know, energy as well, relax, which is in a way, you know, releasing and relaxing. Same, you know, when with this side is releasing that energy out that you need to release, but it also helps to relax our mind, because we're shifting our mindset while we're focusing on what our body is doing while we're exercising, basically, whatever that exercise is for you. Strength. So finish what you've started here with the 5 of Wands. There's the Strength card here. So, you know, having that strength to push past, and, you know, push past what these maybe thoughts that were coming into you, or your emotions, to complete something, and not get so frustrated about it, okay? Not allow yourself to get frustrated about whatever it is that, you know, it's like, because they aren't like having in full, you know, contact battle here. they're not touching each other. It's more in the ear, but it's more like a threat or a barrier or a boundary. So, you know, this is about you not putting up boundaries, you know, there for you, or blocks, you know, from moving into a direction where you know that you want to go. And it's like finishing off that what it is, because the feeling that is like, once you do that, it'll be such, you know, a great feeling of fulfillment and an achievement there for you. Beautiful. Scorpio, so nice one. Awesome, lots of movement, transitioning. And I feel like some of you maybe already know what's going on here or have an idea, but it's like, you know, this is just like giving you a little bit more confirmation, probably. 3 of Cups, this says, listen to your true feelings. I feel like, you know, with this one here is like, there's 3, this is generally about being quite content and having things coming together, being in a place of, you know, with the partnerships, with the 2 is like in working with in union together. But there's something about even more in a deeper connection, but listening to your intuition. So I'm hearing like they're, you know, building that connection of mind, body, and the spirit. And they've shown me the pyramid or the triangle shape there, and that sort of thing. And this could be, you know, there's something, you know, with friends as well. There's a celebration in a way of in a union above friends as well. So there's something in there with a team of people, you know, your closest friends may be there to help you with celebrating something or bringing something together. But oh, shivers, we're going here. And the 7 of Wands here, there's something here with this sharing. They may be a little bit still on guard with something, a little bit protective, but that's okay. And, you know, I feel like you've got good reason to be, but it's like just, you know, not getting too caught up in the emotions with that. So it's more like, you know, I feel like there's a sense of calmness, even though there is, you know, there is that defensive mode that's in there. So it's not like it used to be, how you maybe used to be quite defensive, but this is about just being on guard, really, is what I'm hearing from that, and not going over the top with it, which could have happened in the past. But it's like, you know what, I'm cool. That's and I know who I am. I know where I am, and this is what it's about. I know who I am, and being in more in that, you know, that deeper inner knowing, and that's where they're going. I guess that's where they're, you know, talking about where where it's where they're going with that, of being you, taking ownership of you, basically, your emotions. That's where they're going with that. And so it's something either to aspire to when you're heading towards that way. And it could be about something particular that's going on with you, and it may be 2 or 3 things that are kind of combined. Anyway, so what an amazing journey for this October 2021. Awesome. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there with you now, Scorpio. So I hope this makes sense for you. If it doesn't, like I say, just take what does resonate and leave what doesn't. Check out what your other signs are saying for you, okay? And I'll see you, you know, for the mid-month, and just to like continue with this, and or just interject and see what, you know, give you a little bit of a pep talk. This is what the cards are talking about, what the spirit are talking about, just to keep you rolling along and keeping that momentum going, okay, and giving you a few more clues about what you may be able to do to help the situation, to support you, okay. Anyway, ka kite anō, and I shall see you then. Bye for now.